The sweltering tropical splendour of Sulawesi seems a long way away on a cold and wet morning in northern England. But this is the first step on the way for the eager British adventurers hoping to represent their country in the 8th Camel Trophy. Risby in North Yorkshire is the venue for the finals of the British selection procedure. Here, 24 applicants will be whittled down to just 4, and those 4 will go on to the international finals of the contest. Already, thousands of applications have been studied, sorted and assessed, but only 2 British adventurers will be going on to join the finest of the international brigade. Driving ability in all types of conditions is just one of the skills which applicants are assessed on in their quest for a Camel Trophy place. It's essential, too, that contestants are at the peak of physical fitness, so they're put through their paces on the Army-style assault course. It's tough, but nothing compared to the rigours which will lie ahead in Sulawesi. Everyone who makes the final cut will have to be at the peak of fitness. A 5-mile run in the freezing cold will seem like a mere stroll once they've sampled some of the delights of the trophy proper. Teamwork, leadership qualities and a candidate's approach to problem solving are what the assessors are looking for. There'll be plenty of occasions when a working knowledge of the winch comes in handy too. Eastnor Castle in Herefordshire is the testing and training ground for Land Rover and an ideal setting for the finals of the international selection procedure. 4 hopefuls from each of the 12 nations vying for 2 places in each team. Land Rovers have been chosen as the event's official vehicle in all but the first Camel Trophy. This year the contestants will use specially built and modified Land Rover 110 station wagons for their 1,325-mile journey of adventure. The Eastnor Castle land provides some of the roughest of road terrain found anywhere, an ideal venue for finding out the strengths and weaknesses of those still in the hunt for those coveted Camel Trophy team berths. Rough road driving talent is of vital importance, but there are other skills to be mastered too. The chainsaw will prove to be an indispensable tool. And there are others.
Very simple. You will be equipped with one of these. Very useful tool, that. Never stand on the same side that you're cutting. You're cutting this side, and you hit the branch, it comes off straight into the leg. So always make a point of standing on the opposite side where you're cutting. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Instruction is detailed and thorough.
Round the back twice and back through the loop.
And the emphasis is on practical skills. Get this Land Rover across this stream, they said.
2, 1, or 2. Because that's right. You have to work it out.
This will be the first of many bridges the lucky few will have to construct. The acid test. Intense concentration from the man giving the instructions is matched only by that of the fellow in the driving seat. Stream crossings will become routine during the trophy itself, but for now it's easy does it. This year there's a new format to the Camel Trophy. 2 days of special tasks will be followed by an 8-day adventure trail through 1,325 miles of rough, tough Sulawesi terrain, then 2 more days of special tasks. The versatility of the Land Rover 110 makes it the ideal Camel Trophy workhorse. The 85-brake horsepower turbocharged diesel engine seems able to cope with anything the trophy organisers can dish out at Eastnor with ease. It's just as well. There's a lot worse to come in Sulawesi. This rigorous final selection procedure takes a total of 2 weeks, with each nation's band of hopefuls undergoing 3 days of intensive training and assessment. Camel Trophy Rule 1, if in doubt, dig your way out. Rule 2, if there is any water within a 10-mile radius, then the route will go right through it at some point. Eventually, the selectors make their final choice of the 24 men who will fly halfway around the world to take part in one of the last great adventures, the 1988 Camel Trophy. Manado Airport, Sulawesi, and the team set foot on the Indonesian island for the first time. The adventure is about to begin. The fierce-looking but friendly natives are out in force to celebrate the arrival of the Camel Trophy on their soil with a traditional dance of welcome. But the festivities are short-lived for the participants. There's no time to lose in loading up the vehicles for the journey ahead. These boots are made for walking, but they'll be doing their share of driving too over the next 12 days. The Land Rovers are in pristine condition now, but they'll have to soak up a lot of punishment in the days ahead, so everything is checked, double-checked, and then checked again. Survival equipment and provisions are carefully stashed and stowed away. Fresh drinking water is transferred into sterile jerry cans. Each contestant adds those little personal touches to the vehicle that will be his home for the best part of the next 2 weeks. And personal gear is stowed in waterproof bags as protection against the damp. There's one new team to the Camel Trophy this year, the pairing from Argentina. They and the Japanese crew are the only non-Europeans in the 12-team lineup. They say there's 2 types of climate in Sulawesi, hot and dry, and hot and wet. At the moment, it's the latter. For the first time, the Camel Trophy is being split into 2 distinct elements. The adventure trail will begin in a couple of days, but first there are 2 days of competitive special tasks. In a departure from previous Camel Trophies, the emphasis for the special tasks will be shifted from speed and vehicle recovery to navigation and teamwork. The locals give the trophy teamsters a rousing send-off. This year there are teams from Belgium, the Canary Isles, France and West Germany, Holland, Italy, Japan, Spain, Switzerland and Turkey, as well as the United Kingdom and newcomers